morning, everyone, and welcome back to another Pete Sacco Meditation Minute. This morning I want to talk about something that I'm going through right now. It's something that's working out in my mind of something that I read that I'm a little preoccupied. And so this is going to be a double duty today. I'm going to actually have two meditation minutes. But anyway, what I want to talk about first is that I am experiencing distraction of mind, but in a perfectly good way. I'm so excited about something that I read that I'm having a difficult time not obsessing about what I want to begin this research on, probably something I'm going to write about. But it's also the perfect time to meditate. So in this morning's meditation, even for an experienced meditator like me, I found myself repeatedly drifting off and thinking about what it is that I want to research. I've had these distractions. I guess the difference is that I don't view the distractions as a bad thing. See, my focus is that I'm trying to teach myself focus and mindfulness. You've heard me talk about this duality, the ability to find the center of the chaos, find the center of the noise, and find the peace in the middle. But here my mind keeps drifting to something in the future or some potential, or even sometimes into the past because it's related to an experience that I have and I've been reliving it. The beauty of that is the thought of those future things are giving me great moments of awe. I'm excited that I am excited about something new. However, they are distracting from what I'm trying to, my intention of finding peace in the moment. And so when I find myself distracted, I'm grateful because I get to bring myself back into the moment and recognize that my excitedness is what was being the distraction. And I get to practice being aware of the distraction and bringing it back into the present moment. I don't judge it. Like I said, I'm actually giving gratitude. I don't get annoyed that as an experienced practitioner of meditation that I can't focus. That's its whole point, is that I get to practice the idea of this duality, of the finding the center of the chaos, finding the center of peace, of noise, of the present moment. Sam Harris wrote excellent books. I read about him in my book, and he had an excellent quote in his book, and I'm going to paraphrase. I don't remember it exactly, but it was that one of the most important lessons he ever learned was to observe his own awareness. And so what I want to talk about there, and the beauty of that, is sometimes when you're meditating, you can't decide if you are meditating and you are observing as yourself or if you are observing as something else, your higher self, your soul, your being, as I describe it in the sphere of self. And it's important that you begin to realize the distinction between the two, because it is an important distinction, as Sam Harris says, but it's also an important distinction for your own awareness. If I am in the present moment, but I am experiencing my body and I am aware of the thoughts of where my awareness is going, whether it's my conscious thought or my subconscious thought, and I am aware of what is happening in the present moment, I am observing as my conscious awareness. But there's going to come a time in your meditation where you are observing awareness itself. And it dawns on you in that moment that you can't possibly be both aware and observing the awareness at the same time. There's something else. That something else is the important part. It's your ability to be outside of yourself. And I can tell you, for me, I feel like I have withdrawn somewhere back behind myself. And I begin to observe what my body self is observing, what my mind self is observing and is aware of. But it's distinctly different. And so I just wanted to make that distinction, and that it happens sometimes when you least expect it, but especially when you are deep in this distracted moment in a perfectly good way. I want to make sure that I am resonating with anybody, so please hit the like below. Please take a look for my book. I would love to have a discussion. If you have questions or advice or opinions, please share them below, and I'd be happy to share a dialogue as I get closer to the launch date of the book. I'm hoping to do a reading online and get to meet many of you, but thank you for now.